welcome back to Bronze League Heroes in the bottom left with 2 gases and nothing else. It is, and whenever I played Dota, I think I pronounced it wrong, Abaddon. But now that I look at it with the little fancy O, I think it's Abaddon. But the real answer will be, what does Google think? Before we introduce our not our first time hero on the other side, for some reason it's in my Google Translate is in Czech.
Abaddon.
See?
Abaddon.
Oh. But in I don't know why it's in Czech, but Abaddon. Or ABBA for short. Or Abba-Dabba-Doo. Or Big Double D. Or something like that. Anyways, with a GLHF at 1 minute and 20 seconds, still well into the early game. We got none other than Blasty Spice. I believe we saw him as Protoss. Maybe we're looking at a random player. I don't know. So far off to a relatively solid build. Now this replay judged worthy and brought to you by Stealth Duck. So Stealth Duck, you can thank him for being one of the brave few who looked through those replays if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, you can blame him. Either way, I remain blameless. Thank you. Blasty Spice baiting with the SCV, the drone, drawn away from its homeland. It will soon become lonely and desperate. Oh, okay. And then it goes home. Nothing. There's a roach warren. There's a lair. There's a spawning pool. I can read a production tab. But Abaddon, it's gonna take a while. Seems to be going for, well, if you asked Abaddon what he's going for, you'd really more have to ask him what he isn't. Like, what are you not going for? Because we're going for lair, roach warren. Like, we're not going for queens, not going for evo chambers. It kind of seems like a roach attack, but maybe with a little extra spicy flavor. Command center on the way. Looks like Blasty Spice. Now here's the dilemma I always have. Since other content creators haven't had this issue in the past, but I think Pig might be able to empathize, though in a slightly different way. Having Bronze League heroes and guides for StarCraft 2 on the same channel inevitably means it's hard to find your pure, untouched, innocent Bronze League heroes. Of course, it's about the spirit of a Bronze League hero here. Doesn't necessarily mean you are in bronze, which is an achievement in and of itself. I say this because it's obvious Blasty Spice at least gave a shot at figuring out a build. He's playing defensive. That corrosive bow was quite bold from Abaddon. Yeah, just some history as these lings are on a suicide mission. Back in the day, back when in Wings of Liberty, bronze was approximately 15 to 20% of the player base. Now, silver is approximately 20% of the player base, and bronze is around 5%, which is slightly more than masters, which is also like between 3 and 5%, closer to 3, but still. So the two most exclusive leagues besides, what a surround, by the way. Most exclusive leagues besides Grandmaster are Masters and Bronze. We got quite a bell curve. A lot of pings coming out. A surprising amount of pings for a non-team game. Somebody may have Alt-Tab to put on their sick dubstep. And now he's gonna bang-a-rang all the way through the front door. He saw the bunker, but he looked around his field of fucks and found it barren. Because there will be a Baneling bust. Sure, It will only kill the bunker. I'm surprised it got the bunker. It gets the bunker. It gets the depot. What more can you ask for? The perfectly calculated amount to kill no units, but also kill the buildings. Meanwhile, the Viking on a raiding mission, gunning down an overlord. A weird set of upgrades from Blasty Spice. Literally nothing from Abaddon. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh, almost dodges all three with the slick no micro. Oh, and he comes back for more. Oh, the shots. Oh, he's out of there. He's wise to this situation. The micro duel. Will the corrosive biles be enough? He's taking aim. Fires one shot. Oh, he's out of there. Slides to the left. Slides to the right. Looking for another one. The Overlord was not going to escape. The corrosive bile cooldown. He moves to the right. Another corrosive bile. Looking for the action. Chases down a Ravager. You're going to have to shoot yourself to shoot me. The Viking is chased. There is no queen. Usually there'd be a queen. The battle continues. Okay, the corrosive biles. Now he's within his home turf. Tries to start a queen, but he's supply blocked because the Viking has 4 kills. Spore crawler on the way. Oh, it's a total disaster right now for Abaddon. He's gonna lose every single overlord. Oh, the Viking now slick micro. He lost. It's 32 over 6 supply. So meanwhile, oh no, the spore crawler! Oh, so many threats. 3 more OVs. Oh, another hit! A strong gust of wind could bring down this Viking, but the corrosive bile! The Viking has almost killed Ravagers! He gets too close! The Viking very close to actually killing Ravagers without touching them. The ultimate micro move. So, when the smoke clears... So far, 5 overlords have died. As well as that, the lost Viking. It went far behind enemy lines. And it didn't even make it to the Terratron. But now, Abaddon, it's 13 workers to 24. Blasty Spice did see a spire, and now he's inspired to raise that TPM. The turrets per minute, possibly the most important statistic in all of StarCraft 2. Many smart people say that. So, adding more factories on Blasty Spice. He's contracted out a specialized SCV. This one went to 4 years of supply. Well, really 2 years, but he said 4 years because no one's checking out here in the Kapulu sector. But 4 years of depot school to make these depots. And he is a hot commodity right now to keep the Zerg out. Four Viking. I mean, the first Viking did so well. It stands to reason if one Viking did amazing, 6 Vikings would do at least 6 times as amazing. So much math, but just try to keep up. All right, another party sent out. Did you know Vikings move slower than most ground units when they're flying? What's up with that? It's very sad. There are 2 Hydralisks, 3 Ravagers, and 5 Roaches, all kind of individually separated. We've got some segregated Zerg here, but they all come together when the Viking threat encroaches upon the Overlords. Oh, the Ovies. He wants the Ovies. Oh no! He almost kills his own Hydras! He's flying through the spores! Where are the corrosive biles? They're all over the place! I think he may have hit one. It's unclear. But Abaddon! The mass supply block challenge! Down go the Vikings. Abaddon with 8 Overlords sniped thus far. He only has 2 more. Oh, okay, these ones are a little optimistic. But wait, they might finish the job the first It's starting to enter into the realm of slightly inefficient. But the supply block continues. Abaddon has 1,500 gas. He could flood the market if only he had the minerals to bring it there. That's 15 lurkers just waiting to be built. 15 mutas ready to die to Widow Mines. Or even 8 Vipers, which are unlocked after you get a hive, which is unlocked by losing several hundred supply of Zerg units. The minefield, the perimeter defense. One ambitious mine sent across. Does he have drilling claws? No. He has combat shield, stim, magfield accelerator, and now he's going for blue flame. So the classical brood war mech bio composition minus, well, actually, he just a little bit of everything. Both these players, big fans of variety. Let's slap high-sec auto tracking on there. Plug it into the engineering bay. And unfortunately, though, if now watch closely. High-sec auto tracking. You see that guy? You see that guy in the turret? He's a hard-working, he's specially trained. You know how many years of training he had to go through in order to get that turret job? Okay. And now there's a bunch of turrets. 8 turret men are employed. But automation is coming. As high-sec auto tracking, not only does it do boring things like increase the range of planetaries and turrets, but it also takes hard-working turret men jobs. Because if a robot could do it, why would we have a man? A sign of things to come when we turn around. Oh. It might be skin dependent. He's trying to create jobs, okay? I swear there was one time when they didn't have a guy in it. I don't... It's now robot, it's aim assist. It's aim assist. It's like using a controller playing Fortnite. That's the thing, right? They got aim assist. Wait, what is happening? He just shot his own Ravager. Why? He's just making sure those corrosive biles are all primed up and good to go. Oh, the micro trying to bait into the Widow Mines. The Queen not taking any of it. Okay, corrosive bile. So far, the Cyclones and Hellions doing okay. Watch out. Does he see the mines? Does he just... The Cyclones and Hellions. Oh. One mine connects. Oh. Both sides struggling. Blasty Spice with an obvious supply advantage. But it's all about... Let's go to the Blasty Spice action cam. Oh yes, the mines moving forward. One by one. Perfectly aligned. Oh. Okay, well, there goes. Oh. The Hydra's doing kind of well. Unfortunately, some of the Cyclones are locked on the larva. Oh, watch out. Couple more Widow Mines come up. Is he going to take advantage of it? The production tab, well, it's all about the action. We know that. As they continue to duel. Oh, corrosive biles. Don't quite. That Widow Mine at 2 HP. But it will fall. Watch out. The Hydras have a lot of deeps. Nicely done splitting off the mines. Oh. What? Down goes both Cyclones. He tried to micro back. It didn't pan out. Let's go to the Abaddon action cam. Research burrow. Because Widow Mines can't hit you if your head isn't. Okay, take it. Use your words. Widow Mines can't hit you if they can't see you. There you go. Meanwhile, the mines. Now we're back to the... Now everyone will be taking their macro turn after a hard-fought micro turn. Blasty Spice has... He's adding more factories. The TPM continues to raise despite the severe lack of any air unit including overlords for some of this time. A specialized turret building SCV. That 9 turrets so far, but I think by the end of this, we're approaching 1 turret per minute. The scan and another scan, but he somehow misses the entire army. He scanned again. The scans hit everything but the army, but I'm not in. Well, wait a second. Are those 2 corruptors? That means we need at least another 43 turrets. We'll have to see. Oh, the mines. Reinforcing Blasty Spice, carelessly putting them so close together. Where was that attention to detail that we come to it? Oh, the roaches are burrowed, and now he will discover the burrow move upgrade. Abaddon doing a paint by number circuit. Because everybody knows when the upgrade finishes, if you're not burrowed, it doesn't work. Tunneling Claws is on the way. Oh! Ah! And now we will discover a mineral wall. A new challenger approaches. Abaddon doesn't know how to contend with this. Oh, let's go to the Abaddon action camp. Yep, this is it. Oh, just took a breather. Had to reload Bangarang. Bangarang, rather. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. What's it gonna be? +2 ranged attack. Individually splitting. Oh, there's. Okay. Getting that gas mining going. The burrow move is nearly complete. Is it time? Do they have roach speed? They do not. That's okay. Alright. Is he gonna try to... They grow their little burrow horns. Abaddon, those mines though. Okay, what are we doing? What's the plan? 4 more corruptors. Oh! Panic! Oh! Oh! Oh, I don't know! Oh, out of Cyclone Hellion, but Blasty Spice jams himself into the only corner where he can't really do anything. He tries to escape, but he's going to lose all of his Cyclones and most of everything else. Abaddon showing a remarkable amount of restraint on those Widow Mines. Down goes. He has yet to discover Overseers, but... Ugh. Okay, alright. He may finally be able to break out. Blasty Spice has lifted his main command center because he just didn't have the minerals to afford a new one. And has lifted it to his 3rd because there's not much left for in his main. But a few sentimental SCVs will remain. Oh, okay. Hey, is there drilling claws? There is not drilling claws. He can see those Widow Mines after they fire. Like, well, yeah, you can see him. He's just now working up the confidence to actually kill him. As Abaddon struggles to escape from the vice grip of Blasty Spice's contain. An Overseer. One of the Overseers is unfortunately in oversight mode, rendering it immobile, and he may not have noticed that. I'm not sure why it is here, but it is. So... Abaddon finally breaks free from Blasty Spice's containment. What will Abba do next? 1 Roach, 1 Overseer, 1 mission. Back to the Vikings is Blasty Spice, as now everyone's taking their macro turn. The perimeter Widow Mine contain is online. Still, about half the workforce has quite a commute, which is unfortunate. Though I'm not sure Blasty Spice is too worried about mineral efficiency. We've got some Hell Clones moving out. The upgrades. He doesn't have. He has all the fancy upgrades, but none of the basic ones, which means the 2-1 Roach Hydra is actually very strong against this. The one burrowed Roach unburrows and dies. But okay. What am? Is this going to happen? Are you serious? No. No. Ah! He saw him burrow. I don't. Ah, the strats. It doesn't quite pan out. He doesn't have speed for anything, including his brain. But, give him time. Slowly but steadily, he's broken out. Okay. Oh, maybe this time. Okay. The Roach Hydra unburrows. And it does just fine against the... Oh, maybe this time he won't notice. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Dun. Ah! He really wants to work that burrow. He paid a lot of money for that. He paid a lot of minerals, a lot of gas. He's gonna make it. Oh, maybe this time. Surprise! Finally! First time. First try every time. Oh, I wonder if he burrowed. Meanwhile, the hatchery is dying. He sneaks up. Surprise! And he strikes. And they came from below. Yep. 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 The hatchery ain't dead. Abaddon doing his best prairie dog impression with those roaches. Just popping his head up, take a look around, and then right back down. Meanwhile, Blasty Spice has another. Oh, a new contingent. There are 9 Vikings, which I'm pretty sure beats the Corruptors, especially since a couple are bruised. Will he land? Oh, he lands! Oh, there's a counter above and below! He's gonna go for the mace, but the Vikings could die. Oh, wait, no! My God, he's so close! Oh, he gets it, but at the cost of every single Viking. Abaddon goes deep into his pockets and scrambles together, scratches together the 300 minerals for a hatchery. And goes for 2. Now, really just some serious growth here from Abaddon. Blasty Spice. The Cyclones and Hellions haven't failed him thus far, though that is a point of contention. A Brood Lord... No, a Greater Spire is on the way. How many Corruptors? He still has all of them because of the less than incredible Viking micro. Here comes the Hellions and Cyclones, but are they ready? The Roaches are unburrowed. Unbowed. Unbroken! Except for the ones that died, which is about 10 of them. The armies stand off as everyone finishes up their macro turn. But now it's nearly time to fight.
Now we play the waiting game.
The Cyclone Lock-On goes through the armor upgrades. Where could he be? Where could he go? Not the longest burrow. Still no speed. The thing is, it's 2-1, soon to be 3-2 against 0. Oh, dun dun.
Surprise, motherfucker.
A questionable burrow, but a single Brood Lord. 10 Roaches, 10 Hydras, and 1 Brood Lord to rule them all.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Down goes the rest of the Hell Clone. We've reached our maximum worker counts at 22 and 34. Blasty Spice has not lost a worker for quite a while. He's already set up a new base for his second command center. As you know, it's just a little gratuitous to build more than 2 command centers. So You gotta work with what you got. Nasty Spice. Back at home, he has a kind of awkward amount. He's got 5 Marauders and 18 Marines on top of the Hellclone and Widow Mines. Abaddon, on the other hand, seems to understand his purpose a little bit better. Now Abaddon droning up like a madman, already passing that 25 drone mark. And only 25 minutes into the game. That's the whole army. F2. But I do... The scouting roach sounds the alarm, or does it? Let's go to the Abaddon action cam. He spotted it. He sees the army. He prepares. He does have 3-2 against 0-0. Like, that's a way bigger army. But upgraded roach with 1 Brood Lord, by the way. Is this his moment? And now he unburrows! And it was a move command! The Brood Lord will go down, but the Roach Hydra already eliminated the Cyclones. The Bio has no upgrades. Abaddon, the surprise attack in exactly the same way he did before, wipes the whole army off the field. Everything dies. And now Abaddon will slither meaningfully across the map with great conviction and patience, as one might have. Blasty Spice got antsy. The sacrificial mutas will begin the blood ritual. Mutas, as we all know, are made to be sacrificed to the Widow Mines, so that way the Widow Mines do not hurt you too badly. Oh! He kind of a little burrowed. Oh, I mean, he kind of dodged it. Not really, because the turrets still have detection. Okay. Everybody hold. Okay. He's taking his macro turn. Oh, there's a tank, though. Maybe not the place to take a breather. There's a tank. Oh, he draws out a Widow Mine, but the tank is a little bit harder to fool. He's just going for it, but there are Widow Mines underneath the tank! More mines! The tank is falling. The Hydras survive. They'll clear the Widow Mines. What is there to stop them? 7 Hydras. And no... Oh, wait. Here comes some Hellions. But remember, they have no upgrades at all. But Abaddon tries to mark... He's trying to find a spot to burrow. You know it. He knows it. Blasty Spice knows it. But they all burn. And suddenly... the supplies are dead even. 92 to 92. And what does Abaddon? He says, let's mix it up. You know what'll probably do it? Mutalisks. The one Muta. I've got to say, Abaddon, with notable exceptions, has done a pretty... Lost vision through the trees. With notable exception, has actually done a pretty good job of keeping his units alive. Oh, not again! Oh, he fell for the same trick for the, 5th time! Without Roach speed, the Roaches have a tough time chasing it down. There's just not that much to hit the Mutas. Abaddon is starting to consolidate his armies. We're only 30 minutes in, and they're already reaching 100 supply. A planetary fortress protects the second command, the natural command center, which has expanded to, we're going to go ahead and call it a 4th. The Roach tunneling teams still getting so much done. And the fact that +3, +2 against 0-0 is also pretty good. Let's just do a little math here. Okay? A Marine does 7 damage as a base attack. Those Roaches have 1 base armor +2. So Marines are already only doing 4 damage. Which means they'll take approximately way too many hits to take down a Roach. Another Blood Muta. The sacrifice. A Flappy Boy. On the way. Scouting. Let's go to the Abaddon action cam. Gonna make sure there are no bases in any of these places. Because otherwise he's gonna have to burrow some roaches and wreck some faces. The Muta! But your sacrifice was not in vain. The army? Oh no. Oh no, is there an overseer? There hasn't been an overseer since the first well, there was one. And there's the one in the main who's just been chilling since the great overlord slaughter of 6 minutes. Drilling claws. Drilling claws poses a whole new challenge. Oh no no no! 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just two shots, but not this time. This time, oh my god, he dodged it. It's like Blink Stalkers, but way slower and clunkier. Oh my! Oh! Abaddon! The micro gun! Now, sure, they will recharge. Oh. By the time. But that's not the point! Is he? And he falls for the same trick again! How many times? Oh, but watch out. He knows. I've got to say, Abaddon has resisted the urge most players would feel, for better or worse, to just YOLO into the mines and just, fuck it, we'll do it live. You got to give him credit for that. But the mines are encroaching, and this time they dig almost as fast as the roaches. It's a burrow battle. We're fighting dirty. Underground. Oh. Oh. I wonder where he went. Is there a scan? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Ah! There is a scan. But, I don't... Where did he go? Blasty Spice with the object permanence of a 3-year-old squirrel. He scans. The roaches on burrow. I don't know what you expected. Still no overseers. He keeps drawing out the Widowmine hits. Unfortunately, because of the Zerg bureaucracy, he hasn't yet had time to realize that the Widowmines have not been revealed at any point. All he's doing is losing units. Oh no, one roach. I said, there's no room! There's no room! Can't you dig deeper? No! What are you, stupid? Well, then how do you burrow on the low ground? So, shut up! Shut up and die. They did not like that roach. Meanwhile, the mines have recharged. The Corruptors snipe a medevac. But when will they go back to their macro turn? The macro turn has begun. Starports. All roads lead to well, a starport. He cancels a starport and opts for a barracks instead. And then also, eventually, another barracks or 3. Blasty Spice up to 26 workers. Abaddon at a... Oh, come on. Not a... I wonder if the roaches are still there. Technically, you can see the roaches when they move underground as well. You can also see them if you scan. The Blasty Spice has decided on it. The burrow battle continues. They're in the trenches. Blasty Spice decides. He checks his watch, and it's drop o'clock. Looks for another angle. I don't know what died here, but there is a Cyclone and a Widowmine that is now on cooldown, so... A dead Cyclone. Oh, the drop. Full energy medevac. Decides no. I'm going for the main. No. I'm going for the 4th. The ultimate double reverse fake out. A classic Terran move. But what is there? Unfortunately, the roaches... 3 Broodlords this time. The holy trinity of Broodlords. 1 Broodlord for launching Nibbly Boys, a 2nd Broodlord for launching Nibbly Boys, and a 3rd Broodlord for launching Nibbly Boys. And now into the main. With that, Mind Out Extractor will be taking the punishment of the Punisher grenades. Yep, that is the actual name of the Marauder attack. That extractor won't know what hit it. And neither will these drones. Yes, that's the name. Unfortunately, Abaddon, one Marauder stands alone and dies alone. But don't we all? Abaddon down to 15 drones, but he's been here before. The Roaches, unfortunately, the only Overseer who has a copyright on the patent and that's how that works, right? And then refuses to release it to anyone, is still in oversight mode in the main. Oh no. 11 workers. Abaddon has less than he started with. Now we're nearly, we're getting close to maxing out and only 35 minutes in. Blasty Spice has effectively, no, Brenda. The mines have eliminated this base. And now, Abaddon is not ready to let it go quite yet. He's not ready to give up, though he has yet to realize that those Widow Mines are undetectable. One Roach survives. But what story does it have to tell? One of victory? No. What's faster, Broodlords or burrowed Roaches without speed? The answer? They're almost exactly the same speed. Who knew? I didn't. Let's go to the units tab, because the production tab hasn't heated up for a bit. The planetary is under attack. There are Vikings launching down the Nibbly Boys, but the Vikings move to intercept. One Broodlord already feeling the pain. Goes down. Micro's back. A handful, a clutch of Roaches. Unburrows. Looking for the planetary. The boys are pulled. There is building armor and high-sec auto tracking. This battle could decide everything. Will the planetary hold? Widow Mines, Burrow, he targets the bile. Everybody's piling into the fight. He unburrows. The Marauders are first in the line of fire. The Corruptors take down the Vikings. The planetary still racks with the damage. The SCVs are not repairing. That could decide everything. The SCVs are not repairing. They need to repair. The planetary dies. The Widow Mines burrow. The boys let down the planetary in its darkest hour. Widow Mines. Dun dun dun. He still hasn't discovered there's a nuclear missile! Broodlord. Well, he's decided he's gonna go a pacifist strategy for no! The Widow Mine knocks the last Broodlord out of the sky! Unfortunately, the Widow Mines do recharge. Overseer tech. There's just too much going on. Alright? There's too much going on right now. Overseers. Do you know how much those things cost? They must be thousands of minerals. So let's not get crazy. Wait, what? Not one, not two, not three, but okay, 3. Nuclear missiles have been completed. Does he have any ghosts? He has 2 of them. He's been cloaked and cloaking anything. The nukes! He's launching them defensively! Widow Mines across... Well, the nukes will also kill the Widow Mines, which is the most meta... This is the biggest brain way to clear the Widow Mines! Abaddon! He clears the mines with Blasty Spice's nukes! What an absolute next level genius! A prodigy of our time! Down goes the orbital! The boys are pulled! The Roaches will survive! The nuke is landing! The Roaches will move along with their lives! And the ghost nukes itself in the mines! Abaddon continues the Widow Mine clearing like an absolute genius! Abaddon planned this from the start. He spent 40 minutes spinning the threads of victory. A lot of people, I bet right now there are plenty of comments in Twitch chat and even on YouTube, after liking and subscribing, saying, huh, how can anyone be this bad? Not understanding the gargantuan, big Gabe level mind games at play here. Like, he's playing 4th dimensional Caprulu sector chess. And you're playing checkers with yourself and still losing! Meanwhile, the battle continues. Blasty Spice plummets to 5 workers and no income! Mutually assured destruction, they said. Nuclear missiles, they said. But Abaddon is still mining with his 11 drones. Blasty Spice is mined out with no units. But the Widow mines, that's all he's got left. The unit count is getting ridiculously low. Can Abaddon pull off one last mental gymnastics move? Oh, the Roaches. But those are +3, +2 Roaches up against unupgraded Marines and Marauders. Meanwhile, the rest of the surprise! The Widow mines hit hard. The rest come back to defend. Oh no, they're burrowing. Oh, does he burrow out of it? Oh, he still hit. The splash damage still connects underground. It's unclear. Both these sides are kind of stuck. We're out of mining. Where are the drones? What happened to the drones? The drones are on strike. The standoff continues. Oh, but he scans the Roaches! And no, oh, he just decides to move through. The Widow mines are closing, and Blasty Spice using every last tool he's got. I think Abaddon, unfortunately, he was so busy crafting the threads of victory that he missed the part where detection might be important. He burrows on top of the Widow mines. Some of the best micro we've ever seen in the history of StarCraft. Not just Bronze League heroes. But I've never seen this many Roaches die. This might be more Roaches dodging Widow mine shots with Burrow than I've seen in my entire StarCraft career. In an entire decade, of which only about 7 had Widow mines. But still, that's not the point. I mean, it's not perfect, but... Oh my god. Another massive chunk of flesh torn away from the Roaches! But he still has some left over. The only command center has landed. There are only 4 SCVs. The Roaches trying to outmaneuver. Can they get through? Oh, no, the turret gives detection! 8 more Roaches are on the way. He's trying to escape. He's caught. He's caught. The depots are here. The Widow mines are getting close. He's got to move. No! Another huge hit. He's down to 2. More Roaches are showing up. They're rallying through the mines. More. These are the last. Though 3. Wait, where's the last SCV? He has mules with an orbital. More Roaches are slowly being rallied at the... Oh, he finds Marines in the bunker! The reserves! The last possible moment. He stims. And he drives. Wait, how is there detection? How? Am I a crazy person? Did that turret give enough detection for the splash damage to hit? It may have. Oh, he just didn't burrow as well. I'm sorry, I'm so used to the top tier micro. Blasty Spice holds the line. 3 SCVs, 0 income. Still no detection. That one overseer refuses. It's been called upon by Abaddon. So many Roaches. 125 have had to die. The unit's lost. Still. But Blasty Spice has lost more. Mules are dropped, giving an income advantage. Well, Blasty Spice is back in business. Meanwhile, 1 Widow mine, another 2 are slipping by to the only mining base. The rich Vespine geyser is mined out. 2 Brood Lords! Still no overseers, and all the shock and all the awe. The drones will retreat to the main, but there's nothing for them. Meanwhile, the mines are burrowing. 69 average APM, but is that nice enough for Blasty Spice to take the victory? It's very unclear at this point how either player actually wins the game. Because Blasty Spice has 3 Marines, 12 Widow Mines, and a nuke. Whereas, is that? No, it's a Dropper Lord! Of all the things! Oh my god. We've seen long-distance medevac mining. We've seen long-distance warp prism mining. But I can say, after 100 and however many Bronze League heroes, have you ever seen long-distance Sloverlord mining? As the drone, they slip away. Slowly but sure. But unfortunately for Abaddon, he's gotten so close, but he has yet to scout. Wait, where's he going? The mission. He doesn't have any income, so he can't get Overlord speed. Oh, the Overseer has finally, at 45 minutes, has been unlocked. It flies past a Widow Mine. But the Overseer, the great hero of the Zerg, the one brood, the one thing that could potentially turn the tides of this slowly unraveling war. The Overseer. The Overseer is everything! Because we all know there can only be one. His line dies with him. The drones oh my god. Some of them still have minerals. But, oh no, the Vikings! There's nothing to protect him! The Overseer dies, and so will the Brood Lords. Where did the Vikings come from? We found the money. Unfortunately, I don't know if Abaddon has the minimap DLC. He might not realize this base could be taken despite having drones at the same one on his side of the map. The drones? What's about to happen? They moved. It's now time. Nuclear missile! Does he see it? Does Abaddon see the red dot? Another Widow Mine clearing move. No! Abaddon, you fool! The nuke! And the roaches all die! And suddenly, there's nothing but drones. After all of his efforts, he breaks his silence. After 47 minutes. Blasty Spice. The unit's loss doesn't look as impressive as it sometimes does because it was fought with the heart. It was fought in the trenches. It was fought underground. Not too many units died, but the ones that did meant so much. Blasty Spice survives the nuclear holocaust he rained down upon himself. The Roaches that seemed to always be where he least expected them, which was exactly where they were before. Abaddon fights hard, but he doesn't fight hard enough. He survived the Overlord genocide of the 6-minute mark, where not a single Overlord survived. But he came back from that and got so close, but it wasn't close enough. Thank you to Stealth Duck for judging that worthy. Thank you to the players. Like and subscribe and comment. And Winter, tell me all these things that aren't relevant, like what league was that? Or how are players this bad or this good? That's not important. What's important is you smash those buttons and also keep watching Bronze League Heroes.